So your 2019 report has just come out. Can you tell us how many wines you tasted and how long that took you? It must have been a hell of an affair.
I can. I mean, the exact number changed a bit, partly because I found that I tasted in 2 cases the same wine twice under different labels. And the good news was I'd actually given them the same score.
Oh, that's fantastic. Were they tasted sighted or blind?
Which is great. They were tasted sighted, but with different labels, basically. So I don't taste blind.
Okay. Any reason for that?
Well, I taste blind with the International Wine Challenge all the time.
Yeah.
And I prefer, when I'm travelling and tasting wine in South Africa, to have the winemaker in front of me and to learn about the wine. I mean, there are 2 ways of doing it, and I enjoy blind tasting. I taste thousands of wine blind every year, but when I'm doing it here, I prefer to taste sighted, to go to the vineyards if I can, and if I can't do that, at least to talk with the producer. So I taste about 2,200 overall in 2 tranches. I come for about 10 days in March, and then I come back in June and July for 3 weeks and taste there, and then a few bits and pieces I taste at home. Most of the wines I taste with the producer in front of me, but some of them I taste in a so-called discovery tasting. There are probably about, I think, 300 wines where people I can't get around to see every year can put their wines in. So if anybody wants to show me their wines, I'll taste them. Yep.
Okay.
Nobody pays to enter. The wines are entirely presented to me, for my judgment and my judgment alone. That's the other difference with some other publications and some other journalists. I don't work with a team. It's just me, warts, faults, and all, I'm afraid.
Good, thank you. So for anybody wanting to get you to taste their wine, they must just get ready for next year?
Yes, please do. Ideally, don't send them to my hotel unless you told me first that they're coming, because I like to know. But ideally, if they put the wines in through WOZA for the discovery tasting, initially what I like to do before I go to visit people is to have tasted their wines without being too dismissive, to see if they're really worth a visit. I think overall this year I tasted about 370 wines from 370 producers. Not all of them got a visit, but most of them do, and my days when I'm here are pretty busy. I probably see half a dozen to 8 people a day, and sometimes more than that if I'm doing a regional tasting and tasting a number of producers together, where each of them might get a half an hour or 20-minute slot to show 3 wines, for example.
Yeah, pretty impressive getting through all those wines, huh?
It's tiring, but milk thistles very useful, lots of water and early nights.